you know?
Yeah.
12-gauge Brook. Can we go back to that throw?
That was something.
I need to see that again if we can get that wound up really quick. The throw versus a cover 2 corner in that situation has to be perfectly thrown, and then the catch.
Amen. Both sides.
Just incredibly executed. You have to compliment this staff of Wyoming to get their players to play. The last 4 weeks against New Mexico, Colorado State, and Boise State, and now this game have been their best 4 games of the season.
2nd and 3. Whaley is the back alongside Svoboda. And the play stops. Bad start. And to your point, Ryan Leaf, if you watch the last 5 minutes of this game, the 2 biggest plays. Let's make sure we get the decision here.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
I mean, the 2 biggest individual plays, Tyrekus Davis with the 4th down tackle on John Mateer, and that throw and catch from Svoboda to Durr. I mean, that's players making plays.
It is. They came to play, and they have the last 4 weeks. The win over New Mexico, Colorado State could possibly be playing in the Mountain West Championship. We had them against Oregon State that went to double overtime, and then the 17-13 loss to Boise State just a week ago.
Four-man rush. Pass is caught inside the 30. Will Pelsier.
This is exactly the same play that they ran on that earlier 3rd down. The cover 2 corner has no flat adjustment, and so he should be back there, but he's not.
And another throw and out of bounds, and Wyoming is inside the 25. There is a flag. The chain gang, the 1st down chains here are about as slow moving as I've ever seen in my life. And it is buying, in this case, it's to Wyoming's advantage because they're getting extra time.
Personal foul. Shot block. Offense. 70 and 4. 15-yard penalty. 1st down.
That's Rex Johnson and Harrison Whaley.
I'm assuming that's 79 and 4, right? 79 blocked him up top, 4 hit him down low.
But they had been disengaged.
They had been disengaged, yes.
That's an iffy call, too.
So 1st down and 25 at the 43 of Washington State. Still 61 seconds. And the ball's caught by Gillenborg. And Wyoming is inside the 15. 29 yards.
They roll into a cover 2. I mean, I don't know how that ball's placed there and is caught, but it is.
That should have every look to be an intercepted ball, and just beyond the reach of Tyson Durant.
I mean, that ball's thrown anticipating that the receiver's going to win there, and I mean, the ball's let go way before the receiver makes the break. Nigel, what do you see in that one?
If I am the defensive back or linebackers coach, I'd be losing my mind right now. You've got a lot of underneath players, flat defenders, hook curl defenders that are sitting on nothing, guarding grass. Meanwhile, guys are running up the seams, or you're getting high lows. Play the high, tackle the low. They only have 1 timeout left. Make them burn it.
2nd down. Sam Scott, the running back. Flares out of the backfield. And a good tackle inbounds by Boogie Wilson.
And that's exactly what Nigel was just explaining to everybody. Tackle low, get him to the ground, make them use that final timeout. Wonderful job by Boogie.
3rd and final of the half.
Wraps him up, keeps him from going forward or getting out of bounds. Boogie Wilson has to hurt Nigel.
Yeah, and that's a fantastic play right there. Not only does he, and when I say high-low, whenever there's an under, whenever there's a flat route, all you young guys at home again, there's somebody behind you guaranteed. There's an out route. There's some sort of dig. So Boogie, he sat back there, and then when he threw the check down, the other thing he did a great job of is he closed to the outside shoulder. He closed to the sideline shoulder, forcing the running back inside, made a great tackle, made him burn the timeout. Fantastic.
All right, guys, if you're Washington State, how much pressure do you bring on this play? 3rd and 14.
Well, because it's 3rd and 14, I don't think you necessarily have to. I'd love to see him bring the house.
Hey, if you bring it, you just make sure that he's got to get the ball out fast.
Yep.
That is the key. Get the ball out fast and make the tackles. Eyes got to actually be inside.
All right, no timeouts. 13th play of this drive for Wyoming. 35 seconds. Throwing it for Durr. Durr never able to turn outside. Kapena-Gushikin kept him from turning out.
And when he does this, he just kind of gives everything up. And he's like hoping the official makes the call, which I would argue the official probably should have thrown a flag there, not only from the hold to start the route, but then the extended hand there pushing Durr towards the end line. 4th down now. Here's the season.
So here it is. 4th down. There is a 1st down available in the field of play. But if you're Wyoming, you probably think this is going to the end zone. Sargent goes way up top against Ethan O'Connor. And now we're going to get a Washington State timeout.
Timeout, Washington State, first of the half. 30 seconds.
You know, Ted, this is that time when you ask, would you bring pressure? These are the times when I was a defensive coordinator, 4th and 14, you tell them, all right, we're going to bring 6. That ball is out. Everybody retraces and chases. Now that ball's got to come out, and you just try to tackle and end the game.
This has been, you look at Jake Decker, and we've talked with him a lot about that this year. This is the separation for him.
Yeah.
That's been tough. A defensive coordinator, but you're the head coach now. How much do you get involved?
Well, what the last 2 weeks have shown us is that he deals with everything internally, but if he's talking to Jeff Schmedding right now on that headset, from what we know of Jake Dickert, they're going to bring some guys here. Ironically, the last play they played man coverage to it, but only brought 4.
Ansel Dinbo has been a big pass rusher, has not been out for this final series on defense.
There, man.
Here we go, 4th down. Svoboda looking for Gillenborg, throwing for Gillenborg. He's got him. Touchdown, Wyoming.
What a wonderful throw by Evan Svoboda. The tight end over the last 2 weeks steps up and absolutely throws a dime down the seam. Washington State chose to only bring 4 with like a zone blitz. Oh, just a perfectly thrown ball. The defender's just a little too late, and Gillenborg holds on to it.
Well, they saved him for the second half. The Gillenborg, the tight end from Leawood, Kansas, his 3rd touchdown catch of the year, 6th in his career. But now clearly this is a 2-point try for Wyoming.
Thank you.
And it will be smothered. And so Washington State will have 25 seconds and 2 timeouts in the hopes they can hit a big play and give their kicker, Dean Janikowski, a chance.
I'd say they'd have to get to the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
52 yards was, I think, the limit. If he had to stretch it, being pumped up in a moment like this, I think he could probably go to 53 or 54, but
this is rather stunning, though, when you think about it. It's Washington State 14-3 near the end of the first half, and they're driving when Mateer tries to get a little extra, sticks the ball out on a run to get a first down, punched away, and Washington State has not really done anything on offense since.
And the defense has given them 2 opportunities with turnovers there in the second half, and they did absolutely nothing with it. One time turning it over on downs, and then punting the next time. And so, the difference from this game and the game against New Mexico, John Mateer has the 2 timeouts.
Here's what I would ask. Would you fair catch this kickoff no matter what? You don't want to use any seconds running back a kick, right?
No. If I'm Wyoming, I'm scribbing this thing.
Scribbing it, yeah. But just if I'm Washington State, whatever, don't return the kick, because that's going to cost me a play from scrimmage, with a small chance of it having an impact.
Yeah, and
return.
And on the underside of that coin for Wyoming, this ball's not going in the air for me. This ball is getting squibbed along the ground and making the clock start immediately.
All right, kickoff. There you go. There's the fair catch. So that's. I would think that's the right decision for Washington State.
It's a great decision by Washington State. I don't think it's the best decision for Wyoming, but
yeah, exactly. I'm with you. I would have run it on the ground myself. Well, this is hard to believe that it's been an offense, and again, we can't say it enough, coming into this game, 50.5 points a game this year on this field, and 0 in the second half, 14 for the game, and now the hope that they can hit an explosive here, probably need 2.
Kyle Williams has not touched the ball in the second half.
And Mateer launches one for Williams, juggling, a catch, let's see.
Yes.
Is that a catch? It is ruled a catch. Well, yes it is, at the Wyoming 47. And how about that throw by Mateer?
It is a great throw, bobbles it, watch as he gets the ball.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
The ruling on the field is a completed catch. That play is under review.
And
I can't tell if the finger gets on it by a Wyoming defender as he leaped. It was just enough for Kyle to have to regroup and catch it a second and then third time. Nope, he just gets his hands twisted around trying to make the grab. He could have pulled it in right there. He's dragging his left foot instead. It bobbles just one more. When he reels it in,
wow,
he's firmly out of bounds by that point.
A 28-yard play that is now very much up in the air.
But listen, that shows that they're able to do something like that. So just regroup and go back and come to another decision. But the biggest thing for me, with the timeouts that they have, there is no reason why they need to be throwing the ball towards the sidelines. You can be over the middle of the field.
Amen.
It's
Absolutely.
the mistakes that they made against New Mexico where I couldn't understand why they were continuously trying to throw the ball to the perimeter when you have 2 timeouts in your back pocket.
Just a marvelous job along the sideline by Kyle Williams, but that right foot has every look of hitting out of bounds. And in fact, the players are all walking back. So this was going to be reversed.
After review, the ball was bobbled. The receiver did not complete the catch until he was out of bounds. It is incomplete. Second down.
And it's been a good night for review. The review here has done a good job. They've made the proper changes, gotten things right.
At one point, John Mateer was 16 of 17.
Yeah.
Since then, just only 1 of 4 in terms of passing.
All right, again, as Ryan's accurately said, the Cougars can use the field here. They have 2 timeouts. Wyoming only rushing 3, 8 dropping way back. Mateer running won't help, and that won't help much either. And here's the other part of how this game has turned around. I'm a big believer in this total plays thing. 73 plays for Wyoming. That was the 54th play for Washington State. And with 12 seconds to go, it may be grounding as well, which really is not going to matter very much given where we are.
Intentional grounding. Offense, number 10. Loss of down at the spot of the foul. Washington State has chosen to use a timeout to avoid a 10-second runoff. Timeout, Washington State.
I mean, that couldn't have been any worse than to have all of that play out. Not only losing the timeout, you lose the distance.
But you're already pinned so deep now with 12 seconds, it was going to be asking a miracle.
The thing for me is they're only rushing 3. There really isn't any reason for John to have to step up so far into the pocket because both those defensive ends, if we can get a look at that, that last play, we really could showcase what Wyoming's done well on the edges, especially when they're only bringing 3 people. They come up around the sides coming after the quarterback, but they don't continue. Instead, they plant their foot and come back down knowing that Mateer's going to step up. And then they're able to get him to the ground or make mistakes.
All right, here we go. 3rd down, 12 seconds to go. And again, Wyoming dropping 8 very deep. Mateer's got to launch here. He's taking all the time in the world, and there's the pick that is going to win the game for Wyoming. And isn't it fitting? Because I'd say the best defensive player in the field tonight has been that man, Tyrekus Davis of Wyoming. He's made big tackles, and there he comes up with the game-sealing pick.
A transfer from Navarro Community College and University of Texas. Yeah, he has been. I mean, he's been all over the football field. He's made huge tackle on John Mateer, stopping him from picking up a first down, and now seals the game for Wyoming.
But some story, isn't it? 59.5 minutes. It took him to score a touchdown, but one touchdown is going to win it for a 2-9 team to come in here and play like this. All credit to Wyoming.
And that coaching staff has gotten them to play as hard as they could over the final 4 weeks, and to get 2 wins is huge.
And a big thanks, by the way, lastly, our executives, Jason Wormser with the CW, big thanks for this wonderful year.